If there's one question I get asked on social media more than anything else, it's which exhaust sounds the best for whatever Mustang you happen to be working on. I got that a lot for the S550. And I've said before, exhaust is very subjective. You know, what I like, you may not like. We've done plenty of systems that I thought were just way too loud, and they're being huge sellers because that's what our customers are looking for. But people asked me in the past for the S550 Mustang for the 15 through 17, what was my personal favorite? And I had to go with the Borla S-Type. I kept it on my car the longest, and I definitely really love the sound of that exhaust. That exhaust is now available for the 2018 Mustang, and today we're going to install it on my 2018 Mustang GT. Alright, since we know most of you just want to hear how it sounds and already know how the system goes on in the car, we're going to start off with some exhaust clips, so Brendan, fire it up. Still sound good. Now, by now you guys know the deal with Borla. You know, high quality construction throughout, 304 stainless steel, mandrel-bent 3-inch pipes, polished 4-inch tips, X-pipe, and everything needed for installation is included. For this installation, we need a lifter, a jack and jack stands, 3/8 ratchet, a 13mm deep socket, and a 15mm deep socket. Now obviously the factory exhaust is long gone from a 2018, but we're going to show you a quick clip on how to remove it and begin our Borla installation. Removal of the 2018 exhaust is once again a two-man job, but very easy to do. You're going to loosen the clamps up here, remove these 2 bolts for these rear brackets, pull these hangers off, and you can slide the whole thing off as one piece. We're going to start with these adapters now in the front. These are going to go from the factory pipes to the 3-inch Borlas. We're going to snug them up for now, but don't tighten them all the way. Okay, now we're going to grab our X-pipe, put the clamps on first. And slide on the adapters, and again, snug them up for now. All right, ready for the tailpipes. We're going to start by putting our factory hangers on here. Put a hanger in the front. And again, we'll snug the clamps up for now. Okay, ready for the mufflers. Again, let's put the clamp on. All right, once everything's adjusted, tighten it down, and your installation's finished. Now, if you watch our videos and follow me on social media by now, there's obviously no doubt I'm a fan of the Borla S-Type. I had a bunch of different exhaust systems on my 2015 when I got it, and there's a couple other ones I liked. I like the Attack, I like the Ford, I actually like the MBRP Race, but the one I kept the longest was the Borla S-Type because it kind of fit exactly what I was looking for. I wanted something that, I do a lot of highway driving, I take my car on a lot of trips. If I'm on the highway, I want to put it in 6th and have it be quiet, no drone, nice comfortable exhaust tone. But when I want to make some noise, I want that option, and the S-Type always kind of gave me the best of both worlds when it came to that. Now, I did have the Attack on for a short time, and the Attack is the same style almost as the S-Type, just louder. There was more of it. And for me, it was a bit loud, but I know a ton of people out there love the sound of the Attack, and we will be putting an Attack on this car in the very near future. We do plan on doing some videos on the active versions as well for the cars that have active out there. But I said, overall, the S-Type has always just fit what I am looking for. Now, it's not to say that it's for everybody, but what I want out of my car is it gives me, I said, the best of both worlds. You can cruise through a parking lot, neighborhood, whatever, keep the exhaust RPMs low, and it doesn't get overly loud, but then when you want it to get loud, it does. And as you saw in the installation, fit and finish with Borla is never ever a problem. Their kits always fit really, really nicely. There's a reason Ford uses them for their kits. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, we're going through, it sounds good. Get on it more and it sounds really, really good. Put in sixth, you can cruise all day and it's quiet. It's not overly loud. It doesn't interfere with the cabin, nothing at all. You can have a conversation. But when you want that loud, it shows up. And even downshifts, you get that nice crackle out of it. And like I said, it's not too over the top. It doesn't get real loud and poppy like some other systems do. It always provided me exactly what I was looking for sound-wise. Keep you in fifth at 2,000 RPM, but again, you shift to sixth, and the sound goes away. You can cruise all day on the highway with the S-Type. There's no drone issues. You're not going to get a headache, nothing like that. But you show up at the meet, wherever you're heading with your car, and you want to make some noise, it's very easy to do so. Sixth, perfect for the highway. I'm actually lugging the engine now, only doing about 50 miles an hour. We're down to 1,400 and change RPM wise to try to lug it. And even when you try to, you really don't get any kind of a boomy drone out of it at all. Drop it down a couple gears. Sounds great through the whole RPM band. Now, the one thing I will say, and again, this is just personal opinion, having put a lot of miles, I had probably 20,000 miles on my 15 with the S-Type. This doesn't sound exactly the same. They did add resonators to this system. I don't know if the muffler chains, I'm assuming it's probably going to be basically the same. But with the quad sit design and with the resonators, it does sound a little different. It might not be quite as loud as the old systems. I really think the 18 there's more sound deadening built into the 18 in my opinion, and that makes the exhaust a little bit quieter inside. Now my videographer, he's got an orange 2016, you've probably seen in some of the videos that we've done. He's inside of our offices and heard this thing outside and had to come out and see what it was. And he has an S-Type on his car, like me, loved the sound of it. I heard this, and he actually said he thinks outside the car it's honestly a little louder than the old system was. But I can say inside the car, I do feel like it might be a hair quieter. That has more to do with the car, I think, than the exhaust. But yeah, just like the system for the 15 through 17, if you're looking for something that can be quiet when you want it and loud when you want it, this is a good system to consider. So I loved the Borla S-Type on the 15 through 17, and I love it on the 18 as well. It's the same kind of sound. The straight-through muffler provides no drone on the highway. When you want it loud, it's plenty loud, but if you're just cruising, it's perfectly livable. Now this system is available in the polished tip shown here, and also available in a carbon fiber tip. Installation will take you around 2 hours. Be back on the road in no time. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you click on the CJ button so you subscribe for future videos, and click the corner up here for more videos for your Mustang.